Hey guys, this is Vicky on Vicky Loves You Cause I Do. And welcome back to my channel. I know it's been like ages since I've been on my channel without Jacob. But I hope you guys enjoy this video because this video is a foundation review. Today we are reviewing the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. And if y'all have not followed me on social media, definitely follow me on social media on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter because I do ask you guys what foundation y'all would like reviews on, and that's how I come up with these foundation reviews videos. So definitely give me some feedback on what foundation you would like to see next. Yes. And don't forget to subscribe so you can see the video when I do the review. But this is the soft beige shade, and then I'll have a picture of the shade right here. And then I'll have a picture right here to see if there is any flashback. Yes. And this is a drugstore foundation. I believe you can buy it at Ulta. It just really depends. Some Ultas are, well, some are not really different than the other, but I believe you can buy it at Ulta because they do have like that little drugstore mini shop right there, but it's like 10 times more expensive than getting it at H-E-B or Walgreens. Just letting you know, heads up, heads up. But let's read the claims of this foundation. So it says that it is lightweight and shine control. So this is really good for oily skin. And if y'all don't know already, my skin is a combination. So sometimes it'll be very dry or sometimes it'll be very oily. It just depends on the weather and myself. I did use primer with this, and I used 2 applications to apply it. So you have if you're a brush girl or a sponge girl, I got you. I got you. And this shade was kind of, you can't tell on camera, but it is a shade darker than my skin. But again, I am getting darker because of the sun, so I mean, with time, it will blend. It will. So this is the claim. There's 16 available shades. At the drugstore when I went, there was only maybe 5 shades. And I guess because this is a really good product, or they just didn't restock in time when I arrived. Yeah. And so what it says, it's a feather light oil-free formula with an airy mousse texture that won't feel heavy or greasy. Delivers all-day shine control and blends flawlessly for a natural-looking matte finish. Minimize the appearance of pores. The weight is over. Finally, shine has met its mate. But matte. That's pretty catchy. Good job, Rimmel, for that. That's really awesome. So it says that it is located at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, CVS. I'm guessing it's not at Ulta because it doesn't say. But that's basically all that it claims. It doesn't claim that it doesn't have no flashback or anything like that. So, and I'm on the Rimmel app website. So that's all it claims that it has right there. So continue watching the movie if you would like to see how I apply it. And then I will definitely have a checkpoint once I finish my makeup. So yeah, continue watching. Okay, so I already primed my face with the Professional from Benefit. Now it's time to review this bad boy. So I got the shade Soft Beige. So let's see if it is my shade. So I'm gonna do one side sponge and then one side brush. So let me get my sponge ready. Get it damp, just enough. And then I have my brush. So let's start on this side. This side will be brush. Okay, Right now I can tell that it is very thick. Very thick. It's just like the texture of it's very thick. So let's see how well it blends out with the brush. And I'm just going in with my e.l.f. brush. It's definitely streaking because of the brush, and it's about a shade too dark, but I mean it can work. It's not really bad. But I mean, right now I'm getting light to medium coverage. I'm not getting full coverage, but I am getting high medium, which is pretty good. So on this side, let's go in with the sponge. And I'm just gonna get as much as I did the first time. Okay. Now let's go with my Real Techniques sponge and go to town. Okay, so it looks like I'm getting the same coverage for both beauty tools. I feel like the one with the sponge is a little bit smoother, but to me they look exactly the same. Okay, so I just finished my makeup, bam, and the check-in time is basically 3 o'clock, so I will check back at 5:30, 6 o'clock just to see how this foundation is holding up. But my comments right now is it did not minimize my pores. There is still pores showing on my cheek area, and I did use a primer that minimized the pores, and it looked fine once I had the primer, but once I put the foundation on, it just emphasized it. It did dry really quickly, but I still put powder because the shade was kind of darker than me, and I can't just wear foundation without setting it. That's just me though. My concealer did go on very nicely, but it is like bleeding through, and so that usually never happens, especially when I use the Tarte concealer, just because that is a very high coverage concealer, and that just hasn't happened for me. And so right now this foundation is not on my rebuy list, but we'll see with time. Maybe I'll get better. Who knows? So we'll check back in at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Okay guys, so it's 6:13, basically almost 6:20, and this is the midpoint for the foundation, and this is in natural lighting. It looks really good on camera. I could give it that. Everything is kind of staying intact. You can still see, let's see, I'm trying to get good lighting. You can still kind of see the blush, the bronze. It's kind of drifting away, if you can tell. Like, you really can't see it. But, you can see the pores right here. So that is kind of for me, because it says that it was going to minimize pores. So even if I didn't add the primer, it should be doing like 10 times better, since I did put a minimizing pore primer on. So that's kind of a downfall, but it is matching my skin very nicely. I mean, I kind of got a little bit dark on my shoulders, but right now it's holding up. I mean, it's not nasty where my nose is, but it is very patchy, if you can tell right here. So we'll see how long it lasts. I will be taking off this foundation and giving my in thoughts around 1 a.m. just so that we can get that 10-hour effect and see how long it lasts, and where I see all the creasing and all that other junk on the front. Alright? Well, I will see y'all back at 1 a.m. Okay, so it is 12:12, and this will be my last check-in. the complaints that I have about this foundation is there is creasing on my parentheses right here, like right before my parentheses. It does look a lot like cakey. Um, my pores are coming through, and then on my nose, all those pores are popping out as well. And then in the middle of my forehead, there's pores. And then, like, when I go like that, those lines are on my forehead as well. And then, oh, that's because I was crying. But other than that, everything looks, I mean, it's decent. Is it my favorite? No. Would I rebuy it? No. Would I recommend it to someone? No. But again, it could be just my skin and it could look so much like gorgeous on someone else. But for me, this is probably a miss for me. It's not a hit for me, definitely a miss. But if you guys like this video and want to see another foundation, definitely let me know in the comments below or on my social media. I love you guys and thank you so much for watching. Bye!